Krishna Chaitanya Jai Mahaprabhu. Ita Gadada Shivasudi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Maharaj. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare. Everybody, Jai Ho Gauranga. Hare 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 Ramo Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Madanga. Hare Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare Haribo. Hare Krishna Jai Nitai Gaur. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Jai Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Haribo. Nityananda Gaur Haribo Gaur Haribo. Bulu 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 bulu. Nitai Gaur Premanande Haribo. Chida Prabhupada ki. Gaurina Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Swami Maharaj ki. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Gaur Premanande Haribo.
Hare Krishna. Your devotees, some life, please. Hare Krishna. We have Keshava Maharaj with us. I know the weather is a bit better than yesterday, but still bad. But if you're all enthusiastic, it can actually become better. So let's all enthusiastically chant Hare Krishna mantra very loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. See, you all have come here already. You're inside the room. The temperature is not going to change, whether you are enthusiastic or not. So rather be enthusiastic. Yeah. One more time, all of us together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So happy and grateful that His Holiness Swami Keshava Maharaj is here amongst us. Almost, not a full week yet, but yeah, since last 5 days. Eternally grateful to him and his causes mercy for Amsterdam and all around here for coming and showing and giving us a lot of wisdom and showing the path of spirituality to one and all. We really hope that this weather doesn't deter Maharaj from coming again one more time this year. I know his schedule is full, but if you're all enthusiastic, maybe we can make an attempt afterwards to pursue him. So please be enthusiastic, hear attentively, ask relevant questions, and then maybe Maharaj will be inspired to come back. So with that, I'll pass on to Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I saw. Amsterdam is keeping him. Hare Krishna, everyone. I know it's warm, but bear with us. Hopefully, we'll enter into a spiritual meditation that will help us to transcend the material conditions. Hare Krishna. Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Pichana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Nitai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Shri Hari Ram Sankirtan ki Jai. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much everyone for being here. Today is the Panihati festival. And in Panihati it's even warmer than it is here. It's a very warm place. So yes, it's a very, very beautiful festival, and I guess there will be chipped rice today. So I thought we'd discuss a little bit about what this pastime is, why it's so important. And I won't speak too long. I'll open it up and see what reflections you may have. Before we can talk about Panihati and this festival, we have to talk about the Goswamis of Vrindavan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a powerhouse of love for Krishna. But he was so much in ecstasy, he was so much relishing love that he didn't have time to create a movement. And therefore, when he wanted to create the movement of Krishna consciousness, then he did that through the Goswamis of Vrindavan. So how many Goswamis are there? 6, yes. Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. So there are 6 Goswamis. And each of these 6 Goswamis were unique. But each of these 6 Goswamis were also universal in their brilliance. They were unique and universal because they were all what we call masterminds of bhakti. They were masterminds because they had mastered their mind. Very few people here have mastered their mind, but they had done that. But not just that, they were masterminds of bhakti because they knew the mind of their master. They knew the person they were following, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they knew what was important to him. And therefore they knew the mind of their master, and therefore they were masterminds. but they were also masterminds because they knew how to reach the minds, masterfully reach the minds of all living entities. And therefore, through their example, through their teachings, through their offerings, they invite everyone into the world of Krishna. And so the Goswamis of Vrindavan are masterminds and are inviting all of us to become masterminds. Imagine if you would be able to master your mind. Imagine if you were to figure out the mind of the person you revere the most and implant that within your own heart and make your life molded around it. That would be amazing. And imagine you develop such a spiritual enthusiasm and inspiration that you could reach the minds and hearts of so many people. What a beautiful life that would be. And therefore, the Goswamis of Vrindavan are our role models, our inspirations. And when we look at the Goswamis, sometimes we may think they're very far away, that their spiritual status is so high that we can't even approach it. And in one sense, that's true. But in another sense, the Goswamis and what they live for and how they have lived their lives gives us a great teaching in terms of how we can pursue bhakti. So today we're celebrating the Panihati festival, and the Goswami that becomes extremely relevant for this is Raghunath Das Goswami. A great personality, someone who in today's terms grew up in the home of billionaires. He was a billionaire, nothing short of that. Had all opulence, all opportunity, all anything anyone could ever want materially. He had everything. And this Raghunath Das Goswami, his journey is very, very interesting because his journey represents the soul who is trying to move from one life and transition into another life. And maybe all of us to some extent are like that. We had a life before Krishna consciousness, then we have our life now, and we have the life that we're aspiring to get towards, the purity. And so in many ways, Raghunath Das Goswami represents this transition. And well, when did he first hear about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? In one sense, his family was always connected to Mahaprabhu. But it's said that when he was 15 years old, he developed a deep desire to be with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He heard the glories of Mahaprabhu, he heard about the devotion, the power, the spiritual beauty of Chaitanya Dev, and he said, I must go there, I must be with him. So he ran away from home. He ran away from home and he went to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, Raghunath Das Goswami was the first person to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he ran away from home. Can you imagine the young son, the heir to all the wealth, beautiful, educated, qualified, everything you could ever imagine, runs away to go and visit the sannyasi. And so he did. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, later he came to Shantipur. And there Raghunath Das Goswami came to meet him. And Raghunath Das Goswami wasn't disappointed when he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was everything he imagined and more. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, don't be a madman. Why have you run away from home? You should go back, do your duties, fulfill your material responsibilities, and when everything is calm, when everything has been resolved, then you can come and stay with me. So very, very reluctantly, Raghunath Das Goswami went back. And this would become a regular affair. Raghunath Das Goswami would run away, his parents would catch him and bring him back. And then he would run away again and his parents would catch him and bring him back. And as I said, maybe this to some extent, reflects all of our lives. That we're trying to run away from material life. We're trying to leave it all behind. But there are things which keep pulling us back. Maybe there are people that keep pulling us back, or maybe there are responsibilities that keep pulling us back, or maybe there are desires that keep pulling us back. So Raghunath Das Goswami was running away, coming back, running away, coming back. And then Mahaprabhu, he gave the Goswamis a very cryptic message. In one verse he wrote, Paravyasinini nari vyagrapi griha karmashu tadeva svadayatyantar navasanga rasayanam. Very beautiful. Mahaprabhu sent the Goswamis a message. They wanted to leave everything and be with him, but Mahaprabhu sent them this message. The message read, Paravyasinini nari, just as there is a young girl who's married, but that young girl who's married simultaneously has another lover. So just like a young girl who's married but who has another lover, that young girl, what does she do? She stays at home and she continues on with all her household duties, but she does it very, very attentively, pretending that her heart is completely into it. But all the while, navasangar rasayanam, all the while she's meditating, when will I be able to be with my lover? So Mahaprabhu sent this message to the Goswamis, and basically he was telling them that sometimes life is such that you can't run away from it all. Sometimes life is such that you have responsibilities. Sometimes life is such that something seems to be holding you back. But Mahaprabhu told them, don't worry. Just do it externally. And in your heart, just keep remembering me again and again and again. And eventually the time will come when you can leave it all behind completely. And so Raghunath Das Goswami, he faced this problem. His parents just wouldn't let him leave. Any of you, when you came to Krishna consciousness, your parents were a little scared? Maybe it happened. Once we had one young man wanted to join the brahmachari ashram, so his parents were dead against it. And so one day, his father brought a whole delegation of the family and was arguing with the devotees. No, he cannot become a monk. He can't become a brahmachari. And then the father spoke to one devotee. He said, I don't mind him becoming a monk. Let him grow up. Let him finish his studies. Let him get a job. Let him get married. Let him have children. And once his children are as old as he is, then we have no problem. So the devotee said, forget him, then we'll take you instead. As you can imagine, he was not ready. So the devotee said, life is like that. There's always, in the future, will it ever come? But like this, his parents were not allowing him. So the first lesson from Raghunath Das Goswami's life is the foundation, if you want Krishna, is first your heart has to reach. Even if your body can't reach Krishna immediately, first your heart has to reach. Once there was a pilgrim, he was thinking of going all the way to the top of the Himalayas. So he got to the base camp and he checked into the hotel. In the morning, he was about to check out of the hotel and walked out, and there was a massive snowstorm. So he carried on walking, and just as he got just outside the hotel, the person at the counter of the hotel said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the peak of the Himalayas. He said, are you mad? It's snowing out there. There's a snowstorm. And this pilgrim, he looked at the man in the hotel and he said, my heart has already reached the peak And therefore, for my body to get there is just a formality. In other words, if your heart reaches the destination, then it's only a matter of time before your body will reach the destination. Some people have physical hunger. And when you have physical hunger, at one point they will find something to eat. Some people have emotional hunger. They need to find a relationship. They need to connect with someone emotionally. Otherwise, they feel a vacuum. Some people have an intellectual hunger. They need to know. They need to grasp. They need to understand. But the rare person has a spiritual hunger. A hunger which says, my heart has to meet the heart of God. In this life, I have to do it. And the person who has that hunger is the person who will reach. So Raghunath Das Goswami had that hunger and he had a desire. But still it wasn't working out. Every day running away. Every day his parents catching him. And then was the great turning point in Raghunath Das Goswami's life. Because he heard that Nityananda Prabhu, the closest associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the one who gives access to Lord Gauranga, the one who's always happy, and the one who anyone who then connects with that person becomes happy. That person, Nityananda, had come to Panihati. And so Raghunath Das Goswami ran away again. But this time not to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this time to see Nityananda Prabhu. So there in Panihati on the banks of the Ganga, Nityananda Prabhu was under a beautiful tree. And everyone was there and there was incredible Harinam Sankirtan going on. And Raghunath Das Goswami came to that place. And as soon as he came close, Nityananda spotted him. And Nityananda shouted at him, "You are a thief!" Thief? And Nityananda Prabhu called him very, very close. Why did he call Raghunath Das Goswami a thief? Because he said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is my property. But you have also captured him by your love, by your heart. But you can't receive Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's my property, if you don't first go through me. Otherwise, you're a thief. You're trying to accept the possessions of somebody else. So very lovingly, he called Raghunath Das Goswami forward and he said, you have understood the goal of life to take shelter of Chaitanya Dev's feet. And you have great desire. So you are basically on the way there. But did you know desire is not enough? Desire is not enough. Then what you need is blessings. Once you have desire, then the next element you need in your life is you need blessings. And therefore, Nityananda Prabhu told him, feed all the devotees, make a festival for all the devotees, and go on such a celebration here, and bring all the devotees together in Harinam Sankirtan, and by doing that, you'll get their blessings. And if you get their blessings, then maybe you'll get an opportunity to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and take shelter of him. And so Raghunath Das Goswami did that. They made pots and pots, hundreds of pots of chipped rice, sweet rice, boiled milk, strawberries, bananas, and all the other good stuff. And that became known as the Chida Dahi Panihati festival, organized by Raghunath Das Goswami. And there it said that things became so ecstatic that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself appeared in that place. It said that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would appear sometimes spontaneously, and sometimes he would regularly appear in certain places Sachira Mandire aur Nityananda tene, Shrivas Kirtane aur Raghava bhavane. Ei chari thani Prabhu sada avirbhav, Prema Krishna hoya Prabhu sahaja svabhav. There were 4 places that Mahaprabhu would always come to. Sachira Mandire, in the household temple of Sachi Mata. Nityananda Artane, wherever Nityananda was dancing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would always appear there. Shrivas Kirtane, wherever Shrivas Thakur's kirtan was going on in his home, Mahaprabhu would always come there. And Raghava Bhavane, where Raghava Pandit and Damayanti were cooking many of beautiful preparations, Mahaprabhu would always come there. So Kaviraj Goswami says, Prema Krishna Hoya Prabhu Sahaja Svabhav. Wherever the devotees have great love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears there. So Mahaprabhu appeared there. Raghunath Das Goswami collected all the blessings. Finally, at the end of the festival, he came to Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu was very happy. Nityananda Prabhu put his foot on Raghunath Das Goswami and gave him all his blessings. And the moment that Nityananda Prabhu's foot touched the head of Raghunath Das Goswami, he understood that now I can attain the lotus feet of Chaitanya Dev. Nityananda represents the Guru. So if you want to find the way to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Guru has the secret directions. And for each disciple, the Guru has a special direction, a special route, a special way by which to get there. And if one is able to ascertain the special route that the spiritual master has delineated for one to reach Mahaprabhu, and if one then walks that path with all determination, then eventually they reach the lotus feet of the Lord. And so Raghunath Das Goswami had the desire, and even when that desire was challenged, the desire never diminished. And then the next thing is that Raghunath Das Goswami collected the blessings. And when he had the blessings, then he was all set. But it still wasn't easy, because Raghunath Das Goswami would still have to find his way to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was residing in Jagannath Puri. And somehow he would have to get there. And somehow he would have to get there secretly without being caught. And therefore it said for many, many days, Raghunath Das Goswami walked. He walked under the hot sun. He walked barefoot. He walked through the jungles where there were animals and ferocious entities. He walked without anywhere to stay, without any provisions. He walked, and at night it said that he would stay in whatever cow stable he could stay in. And like this, day after day, he took the arduous journey. He took all the risk. He took all the sacrifice, because he knew somehow or other, I have to get to Chaitanya. And finally, he reached Jagannath Puri, and there he stayed with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for the rest of his life. And so this is the journey. This is the journey of Raghunath Das Goswami. And as I said, Raghunath Das Goswami's journey in many ways represents the journey of each one of us. The journey of the souls trying to make a transition from material life to the lotus feet of the Lord. And it's not an easy transition. There are obstacles. There are disappointments. There are people who may block you. There are situations which may limit you. And there is sometimes a confusion. I want to get to the Lord, but why is it so difficult? But through all of that, Raghunath Das Goswami teaches us that that is the journey everyone will have to go through. And everyone goes through it in their own way. But everyone will have to go through those struggles to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes we tell this story of a man who saw a butterfly, a caterpillar, transforming into a butterfly. and the butterfly was trying to break out of the cocoon, and it was struggling like anything. And the man saw the butterfly struggling to come out of the cocoon, and he decided to help it. So he slit it open, and the butterfly came flying out, and it began flying very beautifully, but within a few minutes it fell and it dropped and it died. And in that moment, the man realized that it's nature's arrangement for the butterfly to have to struggle, for the butterfly to have to try with its wings to break open that cocoon, because that struggle allows it to develop the strength. And with that strength, the butterfly can fly in the sky. So therefore, there must be struggle, there must be obstacle, there must be something that we have to overcome. And all of that helps us to develop a deep inner strength. And with that inner strength, we can fly in the skies of bhakti. So this is the story of Raghunath Das Goswami. This is perhaps the story of our life. And this is the great inspiration that we have, that what is waiting for us is the eternal festival with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But along that journey, we'll need to have strong desire. We'll need to collect many, many blessings. And we'll need to make some sacrifices and take some risks. But if we keep walking that path, then eventually Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will embrace us. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami ki, Shri Chaitanya Deva ki, Panihati Mahamahotsav ki, Jainitai Gaur Premanande. So these are some thoughts on this beautiful festival, on these beautiful personalities. And let me just open it up here and see whether you may have any questions or any comments or anything more that you may want to know about this beautiful pastime. Yes. When they at Shantipur? Yes. Yes, yes, definitely. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. And after he took sannyas, his only thought was, let me go to Vrindavan. And so he took shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu says, yes, I will take you to Vrindavan. And of course, Nityananda Prabhu didn't take him to Vrindavan, because Nityananda Prabhu wanted to be in the Sankirtan pastimes with him. And so instead, Nityananda Prabhu redirected him and said, let's go towards Navadvip, and tricked Mahaprabhu. On the way to Navadvip, there's a beautiful place, Shantipur. So they arrived in Shantipur, and there in Shantipur, Advaita Acharya appeared. Mahaprabhu thought he was on the way to Vrindavan. He saw Advaita Acharya. He said, how are you in Vrindavan? Advaita Acharya said, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. And then Advaita Acharya explained that Nityananda Prabhu had tricked him. But anyway, all the devotees had now gathered in Shantipur, and they would have a festival there. And Advaita Acharya told him, please come home. Please take prasad. And so Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to the home of Advaita Acharya in Shantipur. And there, Advaita Acharya, with his good wife Sita Devi, they sat the two lords down. And then Advaita Acharya brought these beautiful plates in front of them, filled with a mountain of rice and sabjis and other beautiful Bengali items. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the plate, he said, I'm a sannyasi. Bhalana kaibear, bhalana piribe. A sannyasi should not eat very opulently. So he said, I can't accept this. This is too much. It's too opulent. Nityananda Prabhu looked at Mahaprabhu and said, are you mad? He looked at Advaita Acharya, he said, I've been traveling for days, I'm starving, this won't even fill 1/4 of my stomach. You can see, bhakti is full of personality, you know, so many individuals. So Nityananda Prabhu, he was transcendently angry. He said, I thought you were going to bring us here for a feast. There's nothing here. I was expecting much more. Advaita Acharya looked at him, he said, we are just householders, whatever we can afford, whatever we can manage to make, you have to accept. You're a Vairagi, you should accept whatever we give you. Nityananda said, you are a Grihastha, you have to fulfill our desires. And like this, they were arguing back and forth in a very friendly way. And then finally, Nityananda Prabhu became so angry that he took the rice on the plate and he threw it. And as he threw it, it deflected off the plate and it hit Advaita Acharya. And as it hit Advaita Acharya, he started dancing in ecstasy. In the middle of an argument, he started dancing in ecstasy. So these are all the loving pastimes, and prasadam is so much a part of the exchange of how devotees connect with each other. So therefore, we are the kitchen religion. Prasadam is so much a part of our culture. Therefore, before we take prasadam, we say Maha Prasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Svalpa Punya Vatam Rajan Vishwa Sone Vajayate. It's a very important mantra. Vishwas, one must have firm faith in what? Nam, the holy name. Brahmani, the Brahmanas. Vaishnave, the Vaishnavas. One should have full faith in all of these. And also one should have full faith in Mahaprasad. As much as you have faith in the holy name, as much faith one should have in Mahaprasad. Because if you have the Vishwas that this is purely spiritual matter, touched by the lips of the Lord, then one can achieve perfection by the taste of Mahaprasad. So yes, like this, many prasadam pastimes in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anyone else? Yes.
Thank you so much for telling us the beginning of the story of Srila Raghunath Das. Later on, when he was living in Jagannathpuri, he went to the deep into the path of renunciation. Just a little bit from an old and so far, my name is Ratimon Jar. I know that in Chaitanya's times it was Raghunath Das. Sometimes I think about it or I wonder, but I don't seem to be able to go very deep in this whole renunciation. I mean, I want to glorify the six Goswamis and his glory. How should we understand that was probably his specialist? And how does that relate to us?
Thank you so much. Yes, so Raghunath Das Goswami was known for his renunciation. And how do we live that renunciation? How do we live such an austere life? Srila Prabhupada, once there was one disciple and they went for a morning walk. So this was in the West, and one disciple had come out and he was barefoot on the urban streets of some city in the West. And so they were walking on the morning walk, and Prabhupada looked down and he saw the devotee didn't have shoes. So he said, no shoes? So another devotee said, oh no, he's doing some austerity. And Prabhupada said, in this age, there's only two austerities required. Number one, austerity is to cooperate with others. And the other austerity is to do whatever austerity is required for preaching Krishna consciousness. Those are actually the only two austerities or special forms of hardship that we need to embrace as devotees in this day and age, to somehow or other put our ego to one side and to work together. And the other thing is that any austerity that we have to accept that allows us to reach more people in Krishna consciousness, that we accept. Outside of those two things, we don't really need to cultivate detachment. We don't really need to cultivate some extra type of austerity apart from the basic things that are given. However, it naturally comes actually. The Sanskrit word for detachment is vairagya. And in the Sanskrit dictionary, a double meaning of vairagya is given. Vairagya means detachment, but vairagya also means vishesha raga. And vishesha raga means a very, very special type of attachment. And so the idea is that vairagya or detachment naturally awakens in the heart of someone who has a very, very special type of attachment. So vairagya is vishesha raga, which means a very deep attachment to the Lord. Therefore, sometimes the Goswamis are seen externally to be very, very renounced. But what's happening is that internally, it's just that they're very, very connected to the Supreme Lord. Sometimes people think the Goswamis were sleeping under a different tree every night because they were staying renounced. But actually the real reason they were going from tree to tree every night is because underneath every tree, Krishna was revealing to them the pastimes that he performed under that tree. And so they would see one and they would be like, what's the next one? And what's the next one? And what's the next one? And in that way, they were sleeping under a different tree every night. And it was vairagya. But it was actually born from vishesha raga, a very, very deep relationship with the Lord. And so I guess we do a basic type of austerity. We do a basic type of detachment. And then apart from that, we just try to get so absorbed that everything else in this world just starts to fade away. Everything in this world just starts to feel so much just more inconsequential, because I have such a beautiful life, and what more could I want than that? So, yeah, those are some thoughts. Thank you. Anyone else like to ask anything? Yes, yes.
Question for Mataji. Thank you very much for your lecture. And if I think about surrender to Krishna, then I get a panic attack. Because I think I will lose everything. So how to deal with it?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, even the word surrender is a little bit scary, right? Because like normally when you're in a fight and you have nothing else to do and you might just get killed, you're just like, I surrender, right? Like, so surrender has this connotation that it's something you do when everything else fails and it's like the last resort. But actually the way you can think of surrender is picture in your mind a baby that's lost and then finally finds their mother and then just runs towards the mother and has full faith that everything's going to be fine. So when we think of surrender like that, we think of it in a more loving way, a more natural way, a more devotional way, a less forced way, not so much about austerity. But in our movement, what happens is we surrender gradually. The first surrender of Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita was that he heard. He came to Krishna and said, Shishyasteham sadimam tvam prapannam. So there, the word prapanna comes. It means surrender. So his first surrender was that he opened his heart to hearing from Krishna. The second place where Arjuna surrenders, the verse comes, Devi here shagunamai, mamamaya duratyaya, Mameva ye prapadyante. So that word comes again, prapadya. And in that verse, surrender means to surrender to the process. So we surrender to the process of practicing what Krishna tells us to do, and by doing that we stay free of Maya. And the third place where the word surrender comes in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Aham sarvadharman parityaja mamekam saranam raja aham tam sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. So there you hear, sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam. The surrender is coming again. But there is the ultimate surrender, that surrender to Krishna's will. So do you see, Arjun's surrender in the Bhagavad Gita is staged. First, he surrenders by listening and opening his heart. That's already surrender. But when you want to surrender a little bit more, then you practice. You do what Krishna wants you to do, what he prescribes is a good process for you to follow. But then eventually, by doing those two things, you come to the point where you realize, I'm ready to just follow Krishna's will. And that's what Sarvadharman Parityaja means. It means just to be fully dependent on Krishna's will. So surrender is not black or white, it's a progression. So we can surrender in deeper and deeper ways, and eventually the final surrender becomes very natural. So, okay. Yes.
Last time,
Purpose of it? You mean Panihati in specific, or just his whole life? Yeah. So Mahaprabhu basically appeared with two purposes. He had an external purpose and he had an internal purpose. His internal purpose was to relish the love of Sri Radha, and his external purpose was to establish the Sankirtan movement. So if you look at all of the Goswamis, they are Manjaris. Manjaris are the assistants of the Sakis, and the Sakis are the assistants of Sri Radha. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to relish the love of Sri Radha, then he needs the help. He needs the help of the Manjaris, because they have all the inside information of how to assist Sri Radha. So therefore the Goswamis and the journey that they go through are to basically assist Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his internal purpose of relishing Sri Radha's love, and therefore in all those final years Raghunath Das Goswami is with Mahaprabhu. But then Mahaprabhu also has an external purpose. He wants to preach the Krishna consciousness movement. And therefore the Goswamis, what do? They write books. What do? They show the behavior of how one should live as a devotee. What do? They establish temples. They show how to be ideal renunciates. And so externally they do the activities which help Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his movement. And so all of the Goswamis basically support Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in relishing his internal purpose and in fulfilling his external purpose. And therefore each of them have their own journey to ultimately arrive to be with Mahaprabhu. All right. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So there is a play now, I think. Is there? There's a play? How does that work? This is the stage here? Okay.
dramas. And it's also a very fun activity. So they like it a lot. And we also see that during the year, when we ask them questions, they usually remember the stories they played or the characters. 1 second. So, and then it's also nice to share with all you devotees their drama that they've been practicing and playing the whole year. There's also a singing part, because singing is also a very nice way to learn things. So this year we learned, among other things, the Shishikshastikam, and we learned that by singing. So the drama will contain a singing part and a play part. And of course, it is much nicer if you're not only the spectators, but you will also be singing with us. So when the singing part is going on, it's on the television screen. If you would be so kind to let them lead and then sing along. It's a very beautiful verses to meditate on. Actually contains all our philosophy. So maybe we can put the harmonium here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to get them. Hare Krishna. Chaitodarpana Marjana Baba Mahadavakni Nirvapana Shirai Karaiva Chandrika Vitaranam Vidavadu Jivana Anandam Purivanana Pratipada Purnamita Svarana Sarvatmasnapana Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtana Chaitodarpana Marjana Baba Mahadavakni Nirvapana Shirai Karaiva Chandrika Vitarana Vijavadu Jivana Anandam Purivadana Pratipada Purnamitas Swadana Savakvasnapana Varam Vijayate Shri Krishna
offer Buddha's birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. He was very beautiful, he was very intelligent, and he was very mischievous.
Niman, today the teacher praised you again. He said no student understands grammar like you.
Grammar is simple. All words come from Krishna.
Then explain his rule. But yesterday you said something different.
Yes, yesterday I established one meeting. Today I defeat that meeting.
You defeat even yourself.
If someone can defeat me, I will accept him as my teacher. How does this small boy speak like a great scholar?
Namakari Bauda Niya Sarva Shakti Stratapita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrikshita Kripa Bhagva Mamapi Etadrikshita Kripa Bhagva Mamapi Durdeva Idrisha Ihayani Nanuraga Amamakari Bauda Niya Sarva Shakti Stratapita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrikshita Etadrikshita Kripa Bhagva Mamapi Durdeva Idrisha Ihayani Nanuraga.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names, like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energy. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
School is finished. To the Ganga.
Who can defeat me in a water battle?
I'm chanting my Gayatri. Please be peaceful.
Now I must bathe again. Why are you angry? You chant the name of Vishnu, and when Vishnu comes, you are disturbed.
You are too bold for a child.
chanting makes you pure. Why do you fear little water?
Trinarapi sunichena taroriva sarishuna manina manadena ketanya sadahari Trinarapi sunichena taroriva sarishuna manina manadena ketanya sari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than a straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Lord Vishnu, please accept this offering.
I have come.
Child, this is for Vishnu.
You called me.
Go away.
Who do you think I am?
Now everything is spoiled.
Please forgive him. He's just a boy.
Every time I cook, he comes.
Nadanam najanam nasundari Kavita vajagat Ishakamaye Mama Jamani Jamanishvare Bhagavad Bhakti Haituki Tvai Nadanam najanam nasundari Kavita vajagat Shakamaye Mama Jamani Jamanishvare Bhagavad Bhakti Haituki Tvai.
I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
No one touch these. This is not mine. Who has taken my cloth? Nimai!
Why are you ashamed? Are you his body, or are you spare soul? Nimai, why do you trouble everyone? Father, I only teach them.
Ainanda tanuya kenkara patitamam Vishwadevadam Buddha Kripaya Tava Padapankaya Stita Duli Sadrisha Vichintaya Ainanda tanuya kara patitamam Vishwadam Buddha Kripaya Tava Padapankaya Stita Duli Sadrisha Vichintaya
O son of Maharajnanda, I am your eternal spiritual, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
Mother Sachi, your son disturbs our worship.
He defeats everyone. He changes our clothes.
He eats the offering meant for Vishnu.
Oh, my child, why do you behave like this?
They call for Vishnu. When I come, they do not recognize me.
Today I'll discipline you.
He is only a child.
Nayangalatastrudaraya Padanam Gatkada Rudaya Gira Pulakai Nichi Kambabukada Tavamana Kane Vivishati Nayangalatastrudaraya Padanam Gatkada Rudaya Gira Pulakai Tavamana Kane Vivishati
Decorate. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
Some sometimes I feel this child is protected by the Lord himself.
Sometimes I feel he is not only our son.
In Navadvip, no one fully understood. This playful boy would one day fill the world with the chanting of the holy name.
Yugaitam nimeshena Chakshusha Vaisaitam Sunyaitam Jaram Govinda Rahena Me Yugaitam nimeshena Chakshusha Praisaitam Sunyaitam Dar ki. Gaur Prem.
So thank you very much for watching. We can introduce our players. So you want to tell me who you played and what your name is?
My name is Ricky, and I played as Jagannath Mishra today.
I'm Advit and I played Chai's friend, Nimai.
My name is Vidan, and I also played as one of Nimai's friends.
I am Chaitanya. I played as Nimai.
I'm Sadakshi and I played as Sachi Mata.
Hi, I'm Riddhi and I played as a Brahmana.
I'm Lila and I also played a Brahmana.
Hare Krishna. Prana, you should come inside. Ritam, come inside. Come inside. Suraj, come in. Let us thank Prana Mataji for this amazing service she has been doing since more than since more than a year now. She is running also with Vaibhavi Mataji. They run the Sunday school, and this was just an idea. Of course, we are such a small community here. You know how small we are, but if people have desire to serve Prabhupada and Krishna, somehow facilities are arranged. And Mataji, with a lot of dedication, she's doing this. And yeah, let's thank her by loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna! Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. To also take the opportunity to thank Pranam Mataji, because since almost 1 year plus now, she is also part of our temple in bigger services. She is part of our management team and part of the deity worship team. She leads the deity worship. She is assistant head pujari now, and Janakinath Prabhu somewhere, he is the head pujari. Thank you so much. You have made a yes. you have made ISKCON Amsterdam beautiful. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I don't know how many of us saw our Muktiyatri Mataji was reciting Shikshashtakam prayers. I don't know if you saw that. She is having her old age, of course, and she's forgetting many things, but so beautiful that she remembers the whole Shikshashtakam. She was reciting with the kids. Thank you so much for all your decades of service, Mataji. Very grateful. So, Vivek, I have sent you a few pictures. I want to on the screen. Are we ready for a news? We have a news. Also, first time we are announcing in front of Karunate Gaurachandra. There is a very good possibility that ISKCON Amsterdam perhaps is going to get a building right across the street here near the Albert Kaup Market. I think that's how you pronounce it. Huh? I tried. It's one of the busiest markets here in south of Amsterdam, and the building is here. It's Vivek, put the one which is front of the building. There, back. Yeah, there you go. This is if it's the desire of Shri Karunate Gaurachandra, we will be having this building. I mean, of course, as we have been announcing since last 1.5 years now, we keep shopping across, and then yeah, we were thinking about Author on Thamarkirk, and now we are like, oh, this the Engel. That's correct. Yeah, almost. Yeah. So there is an angel on top of it. There is also Jesus Christ inside with lipstick. So, but yeah, this is right in the heart of South Amsterdam, and if we can get this, we can distribute hundreds of books just by opening the door of the temple. You open the door, there are thousands of visitors every single day. In a Harinam Sankirtan party, he just needs to open the door and just go out. Right? Every day we'll be having a festival if we can get this. So as we have been praying since last 1.5 years, let us, yeah, next week is going to be super important. because our very dear Heisbert, the head of Oranje Kerk, he gave his word to Sachinandana Maharaj when he was here for Kirtan Mela that he's going to help us. So Heisbert is leading the building came because of Heisbert, and he's going to also lead the negotiations with the owners who are there from Antwerp. Heisbert is going to visit them and is going to negotiate a price for us, and eventually we'll see how to finance that. But I mean, it's 5 million euros. It's really beyond our budget. But when Krishna wants it, everything is going to be possible. So let us close our eyes. You can take a good look. Actually, scroll through the pictures. There are also some pictures with Maharaj in there. Yesterday we took Maharaj. We see Ron here. Ron has been also instrumental in getting this building so far. So thank you, Ron. Hare Krishna. There was a picture of Maharaj somewhere. Yeah, here. Rio. Huh? Yeah, the building already has the permission for a restaurant. Just today we got to know that it's also already has the permission for a church from the city municipality. There is a definite possibility to make an ashram on the top floor, the third floor of the building. So if we can get this, it's going to be an iconic place for ISKCON in the world, and we will make Srila Prabhupada happy, and Srila Prabhupada will smile for us. So please, with all that which you have in your heart, you don't need to give money. Just let's pray to Karunanidhi Gaurachandra. Please close your eyes and we recite 3 Hare Krishna mantras that may this manifest at ISKCON Amsterdam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Srila Prabhupada sang this bhajan when he was there in Atlanta. There is Gaurita deity is there, and Prabhupada was crying when he sang this. So you can just sing first line of it, all of us together. Parama Karuna Pahudoi Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahudoi Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Sabhavatara Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda Sabhavatara Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda. Thank you so much. So now, of course, you will be giving money for this. I'm sure all of you will give a lot of money for making this a reality. Just to give you some prospects, 5 million has 6 zeros in front of a 5. Yeah, has a lot of zeros. We need to raise it somehow or the other, but it will happen one day. Now, there is something which you can give money today. Vivek, Rath Yatra poster, please. Vivek, are you there? Oh, it is here. Good. Our Rath Yatra, 15th of August. No reaction. Amsterdam Rath Yatra ki jai. Some years we distribute 5,000 plates of prashadam in the heart of Dam Square. It's, of course, the iconic Rath Yatra, so not as big as London, Maharaj, but yeah, we're getting there. So the budget for the year's Rath Yatra is 30,000 euros. We have a saving of around 15,000 from last year. So we are going to raise 15,000 euros for this year's Rath Yatra. And today is going to be the quick fundraiser. And as we do usually, we start with our Shripati. Usually we start with Srini, but now this year we'll start with Shripati because he got initiation. Yes, Srini. 200? Yeah, okay, Chitralekha, can you start making note? Okay, Shripati Prabhu ki. Okay, Shripati Prabhu gave 216. Next, who want to give? Yes. 1. Kanish Prabhu, 108. Haribo! Tanish. Yes, Rati Manjuri Mataji. Rati Manjuri Mataji ki jai. 108. Next. Yes, Esther. 108. Esther. Harivo. Yes, next. Yes, Pratap Rudra. 108. Pratap Rudra Prabhu. Harivo. Next. No? Yes, okay. Ron. 108. Harivo. Yes, Suveda. Sukishori. 150. Sukishori. Right. Harivo. Next. Yes, Suraj. 108. Suraj Prabhu. Harivo. Next. Yes. What's your name, Mataji? Chintamani Mataji. 108. Harivo. Yes. Vaibhavi Mataji. 108. Vaibhavi Mataji. Harivo. Yes, Ravindra Swarup. 108. Ravindra Swarup Prabhu. Harivo. Ravindra Swarup. Okay. More. What's your name, Mataji? Shyamadasi. 108. Harivo. We have, I got a few messages, so we go from the biggest one. Our Pawan Prabhu and family, 516. Thank you so much, Pawan Prabhu. You have been a big support always. Thank you so much. Pawan Prabhu is also bringing a 5K donation from one of his contacts from outside. Thank you so much. Hare Shri Ram and family, 251. Hare Ashutosh, 51. Vasu, 108. It's there in my mobile. They have sent me a message. But I'll also do that. Pranakrishna, 108. Harivo. Vikas and family, 108. Nilambar and family, 251. Manik and family, 251. No, I'm just telling now. Anchal and family, 251. Anchal. Yes. Who else is there? Yes. Hare Krishna. Maharaj. Harivo. Yes, Trivedi Mataji. 108 Trivedi Mataji. Harivo. Yes. 108 Gulnara, right? Yes. Gulnara Mataji, 108. Gul. Yeah, Gulnur. Venkatesh Anna and Lakshmi Akka, 108. Venkatesh. Yeah. Yeah. Ganapati Anna, Ganapati Prabhu, Ganapati, 108. Rivo. Puja, Amstelveen. The three pujas, this Puja and Ashish. Yeah. What? Yeah, Puja and Ashish, 151. Who is what? Nima, yes. 12 what? 216, Nimai. Harivo. Babita, Chitraleka, Babita, 108. I'm just scanning. Huh? Arun, 108. Arun. Namitaji, 108. Ritika, 108. Where is? I think she was here somewhere. Maybe gone. Mahir, 108. Yeah. Okay. Gopinath, 108. He confirmed. He confirmed for sure. Yeah, maybe we'll leave it there. Yeah. Oh, Planit, where is Planita? Hey, she's running Rath Yatra. Come on. Dishant, is Dishant here? Where? Put 201. Oh. Yeah. Yes. I think that's good. I hope you have the list. Oh, here. From Google. Add a couple of zeros. Come on, put it. I'm kidding. Sorry. Put it 108. Haribo. We didn't inspire Puneet much. He is not happy. 251. Haribo. Thank you so much. Really grateful. I'll be outside, and at the end, you're supposed to give the Lakshmi. So now we'll have the Gaurarati for our deity, Sri Karunita Gaurachandram. Please stand up. I don't know where is Prana. She is supposed to worship. Maharaj, would you like to lead Gaurarati? No? Rati Manjari Mataji, would you like to lead Gaurarati? Hare Krishna Rath Yatra Amsterdam ki jai. ISKCON Amsterdam ki jai. Hare Krishna. Please. Yes. If anybody is leaving, the prasadam is ready. It's in 2 boxes. Please take prasadam and go. Please don't go without prasadam. Attend the arati if possible. Otherwise, please take prasadam and go. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra Karuna Nitai Jaya Gaura Chandra Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aroti Koshoma Jaya Gaura Aroti Koshoma Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aroti Koshoma Jana Vitata Vane Jagamanaloba Jana Vitata Vane Jagamanaloba Jakine Nitai Chan Mamega Dadara Nityananda Nikate Advaita Srini Vasa Chatradara Nikate Advaita Srini Vasa Chatradara Mati Yate Gaura
Raja Radna Singhasan Arati kare na Brahma Adi Devagane Narare Adi Kore Chamara Dulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vachu Go Shadigaya Shanka Bade Kanta Bade Bade Karatala Madhura Medanga Baje Paramarasala Madhura Medanga Baje Paramarasala Sankabade Gandhabade Madhu 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 Bade Sankabade Gandhabade Madhu 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 Bade Arriba, arriba. Shankabade, Gantabade, Amado, Mado, Manobade. Mado, 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 Bade. Mado, 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 Bade Nitai go, Haribo, 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 go, Haribo Hare Krishna Nityananda Gaura, Haribo, 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 Gauranga, Haribo Hari Hari Mukoti Chandra Jini Vanana Ujvala Gala Deche Vanamala Pore Jalamala Siva Chuka Narada Prem Gada Gada Bhakti Vinoda Deke Gaurara Sampada Bhakti Vinod Kima Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kosoba Gana Vitada Vande Jagamana Loma Aribo Gana Vitada Jaya Goranita 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 Shri Shri Goranita Haribo Nitai Gaura Chandra Nityananda Haribo 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 Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Oh Nitai Haribo 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 Bulu 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 Haribo Ah Nityananda Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo 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 Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Hey Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Nama Srila Prabhupada Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Anivishesha Shunyavade Pasyatya Desatarine Namaste Deve Srila Prabhupada ki jai Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Patita Pavana Prabhupada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Everybody, Shri Krishna Mahaprabhu Sachinandana Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bolo bolo Gaura Hari Nityananda Ram. Oh, Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hari Bol, everybody. Say Krishna. Nityananda Ram Gadadhara Jaya Go Bhakta Vrinda. Bolo, hey, Nityananda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Namo Namo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Hare Rama, Jai Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now Hare Krishna, oh, Gauranga, ISKCON Amsterdam ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Sri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No, Hare Krishna, bolo bolo bolo. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, Hare Nitai Gauranga. Bolo Nitai Gauranga. Nityananda. Nitai Gaura. Haribo. Nitai Gaura. Hari Hari. Jaya Sacinandana, Jaya Sacinandana. Kali Yuga Bhavana, Jaya Sacinandana. Jaya Sacinandana, Jaya Sacinandana. Haribo. Jaya Sacinandana, Jaya Sacinandana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Hare Hare. Wow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Haribo. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Haribo. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Gaur Haribo. Hari Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Haribo. Jaya Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra, Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo, prem se bolo, Haribo, Haribo. Hey, wow, oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chida Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Oh Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Haribo, Patit Pavan. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Harinam Sankirtan ki. Panihati Festival ki. Chida Prabhupada ki. ISKCON Amsterdam New Temple ki. Gaur Premanande. Haribo.
Keshava Paramahamsa Paribrajikacharya Stotra Sat Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace Shlesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Sanstapak Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribrajikacharya Stotra Sat Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमेशी वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम श्वेत जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदायिनी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेता भक्त वृंद की कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the lotus feet of Shri Shri Guru Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya. प्रहलाद लानदायी ने हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः शीलाटंखान खालाये हितो नरसिंगा पर तो नरसिंगा हितो नरसिंहो पर तो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि तो नरसिंहा बही नरसिंहा ही दही नरसिंहा बहे नरसिंहा ही दहे नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदीन शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमल वरे नाकाम अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जयो जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे जयो केशवद्रेता नरहरि रूपा जयो जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश जयो नरसिंह देव जयो नरसिम्हा देव जयो नरसिम्हा देव जयो नरसिम्हा देव जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो नर हरि जयो नर हरि जयो नर हरि जयो नर हरि जयो 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जयो जयो प्रभुपाद निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. This amazing Paniheti Chida festival. Anybody here for the first time? Anyone? First timers? Oh yeah, Veera Mataji. Maharaj, please give her a book. Okay, yeah, we also have devotees from Argentina. Anyone else? First timers? No, I think it's okay. Let's thank Keshava Maharaj for coming and blessing us to Amsterdam. He's here tomorrow. We have Mahasangha Festival in Utrecht, starting at I believe 10 o'clock. I believe 10 o'clock. Chitralika is it 10? 10:30. Okay, 10:30 until 6 o'clock in the evening. Maharaj is going to give two sessions in the morning, one in the morning, one in the evening. In between, we'll have a lot of cultural programs, skits, theater, dance, singing, group activities, question answers. So please come. Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu, our GPC, just confirmed that he will also be coming. So it's nice. So hope to see you all. Maharaj is there on Monday in Den Haag during the day, and evening is the last program in our home, Hoofddorp. All of you are please. You're most welcome. Please come and join us. That is the last time we get Association of Maharaj. Monday evening. Address is there in the group. Please come and join. So thank. I'm sorry, I'm a bit exhausted, but let's thank Maharaj by loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra. A bit more enthusiastic, not like me, but in a different way. All of us. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Rama, Rama. Thank you so much, Maharaj. We hope next time when you come, the weather is better, and the building is better, and everything is better. Yeah. Thank you so much. Today's wonderful festival, the Prasadam feast, was cooked by our devotees from Hoofddorp, Ganapati Prabhu and Bhavya Mataji, Anchal Mataji, Siddharth Prabhu, Rupal, Manik. Anyone else helped? So Sachin Prabhu and the big team, Ashutosh Prabhu. So let's thank all these devotees for cooking an amazing feast. There is also nice Chida Dahi, one salty preparation and one sweet preparation with mango. So please don't go. I mean, now I think we all can just take prasadam here and eat here. It's still 7:30. So we need to make sure we are just done by 8 o'clock or so. But you can eat prasadam here associated with devotees. So let's thank these devotees from Hofdorp community for cooking amazing feast by loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Today's wonderful pujari for the day, Pranamataji. And it's a big team of devotees, of course. Every day they do a lot of service for Janani Mataji and Ashtasaki Mataji, Prema Lata Mataji and Janakinath Prabhu and Pratap Rudra Prabhu occasionally and I don't know, Muktivatri Mataji. It's a big team. Let's thank all these devotees for taking care of our deities. Prana, am I forgetting anyone's name? Or Radhayuti Mataji, yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, dear Pujaris. We'll sing Hare Krishna mantra for your for showing our gratitude to your service. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I think that's it. There are books outside. If people get it, you can get it signed from Maharaj. Jai. So yeah, I think this is it. Doshan is not here to remind me of anything else which I'm missing. So thank you all for coming again, and we'll continue. We already did the temple announcement, so please keep your consciousness, in the new temple. It's a humble request. Keep praying. It's just with the praying that things will manifest one day. Many people have been questioning us that what are you doing? You're just coming here in temple every week. You pray. What's going to happen if you just keep praying? And Krishna shows the way. And it may be this, it may not be this, something else. But our position is that of a servant. Srila Prabhupada has taught us that we just keep serving and keep our consciousness in Krishna. Keep singing. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopi Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe. Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopi Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan, Shri Govinda Gopinatha. Okay, one last time, all together. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe. Shri Vrindam Dham ki jai, Shri Radhe Shyam ki jai, Shri Karnataka Arjuna Bhavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Swami Bhagavan Keshava Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.